Roddy, we did not want your ass in Atlanta anyway. I mean, did you hear about him? He was trash talking Danny Myron and Samantha Buick. What was he thinking like?
Southern Pickleball Podcast is turning into the TMZ for relationships if you really want to get into it.
Well, I heard something like Paris Todd was thinking that she might retire or something after this last tournament.
Well, is she retiring because of that, or is she retiring because she got herself in trouble with everyone else?
What happened to the Nashville Chefs?
That's what I was saying. What happened to that one?
They got overcooked.
Welcome back to the Southern Pickleball Podcast. What is going on, you guys? My name is MaryEmily, and I am filling in today for everyone's favorite 4-4 duper who couldn't join us in the studio. But don't worry, because we will still be bringing you all of that good energy and great conversation that you love. I am, of course, here with co-host and co-founder of Southern Pickleball, Mark Spackman, who just so happens to also be my dad, so I feel really lucky that I get to sit next to him for that. And we have a very special guest. We have Moses here over joining us. Before we kind of get into everything, we're going to give a quick word to our sponsors.
Diadem Sports, the official pickleball of Southern Pickleball and of the world, and the only pickleball that we want to play with and you should want to play with as well.
So, Moses, thank you so much for taking the time out of your schedule and joining us, trekking all the way over here. I know you were working earlier today, headed straight over from that, so we appreciate that. You're hanging out, doing all the things over at Pickleball Kingdom, but you have a whole life outside of that as well. So we're just really glad to have you here joining us today.
Yeah, I'm very excited to be here. I've been seeing all my friends on this podcast, so I'm glad that I'm finally on it. Thank you guys. So yeah, I'm really excited to be here. Thank you.
Yeah, so what is the official title at Pickleball Kingdom?
For myself?
Yes.
So my official title is Head of Pickleball, so that pretty much has like a big umbrella. That can mean anything from scheduling lessons, taking lessons not taking lessons, but I probably need to. Giving lessons to other people, scheduling like tournaments with you guys, putting events out there, handling the open play, pretty much everything pickleball-wise, I'll handle.
Well, that's awesome. Yeah, and this is at Pickleball Kingdom in South Cobb. I know that is basically turned into your home courts over here.
It is 10 minutes from my house, so I'm so thankful you guys are there. It's nice to have courts that you can actually reserve, play indoor. Yeah, I mean, it's just been a blessing having y'all there.
Yeah, we have to kick him out every night, so, I mean, he's there all the time.
But
What?
Well,
what are you
I was just
looking
trying to
at
think,
like
is this going to get me in trouble?
Oh, no, I'm scared.
Go ahead.
So,
there was a little look that you were giving me, and I was like, I don't know.
So, but I want to I just wanted to hear more about your background. Also, I mean, we're going to talk about all the pickleball stuff, so I'd love to hear about how you got started. But I know there's a lot of stuff off the court. I'd looked back and a little bit, sort of stalked you a little bit, saw that we shared some places. It looked like you were at one point playing some tennis up at Piedmont College.
Yeah, so I went to college at Piedmont College when I was Piedmont University for 4 years, and then I taught there as an assistant tennis coach for 2 years while I got my master's in business.
Okay, very cool. That's just part of my background too. So I saw you're at Piedmont. Now I love it up there in that Demarest area and everything. And so
yeah, it's very pretty. Got mountains for days. Great restaurants. No traffic. That's the best part. Cheap gas. Yeah. So.
Yeah. So went from there, and then you're in the acting scene. I hear you're famous on the acting front as well.
I wouldn't say famous, but yeah, I went
making your name. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm grinding up there. But yeah, after Piedmont, I came here expected to get like a corporate job. I had a job lined up at the Porsche headquarters. Had an interview, and they're like, "Yeah, we love you," blah blah blah, and then I got ghosted by them. Typical business corporate life. And after that, I was like, screw this. Let me try out acting. At the time, wasn't so popular back then. There's a couple things that were filming, but the thing that got me into it was The Hunger Games was filming there at the time, Catching Fire. And I was like, this would be so awesome just to like get on there and see what I can do and just see that life. And then 10 plus years later, I don't know, 2012 is when that happened. I got hooked on that. It was like a $500 million like budget project, so it was huge, and it was just kind of like intoxicating, and just seeing like everybody there and everybody working behind the scenes and how it worked. And I just got hooked and started taking it seriously. I mean, I did extra work for a while.
Okay.
Which is, for people that don't know, it's just like the background people and kind of like a blur. you're kind of just there just to fill space. But I mean, it's very important. I mean, you need those people, or it'll just look like Thanos just like zapped you. But no, it was a cool thing. And then I started taking it seriously. I started taking acting classes. Then I think in 2016, I got my first agent here in Atlanta, and then just been grinding ever since, I would say.
So I'm curious. Can I throw in a question we didn't plan?
Yeah.
Let's take money out of it. Doesn't have anything to do with money. But if we said today you could be a professional actor lead on your favorite TV series that's out there, or you could be #1 pro pickleball player in the world playing on the pro tour, which one are you going to choose?
Is there a longevity for either one? Like, do I have like 10 years of either, or can
you get the whole decade of either one?
Because pickleball, obviously your life cycle is going to be like 10 years, 10, 15 years. Well, I mean, for pickleball, it's a little
You're
longer.
overanalyzing it, Moses. We're just trying. Do you?
Where's the passion? Where's the passion?
I mean,
lie?
I love both like very equally right now. Like after work, I mean, I'll go to work, do my lessons, jump in open play I'll maybe go in from like 2 p.m., don't leave until 11 p.m., and then I'll go home and do auditions right after. So sometimes it's a long night. So, I mean.
So you're grinding. You're doing it all.
I've been grinding for years. It's just a lifestyle at this point. It's just like what I know. So, I mean, I love both. I don't know if I can. I would say both because I love acting. I mean, it's intoxicating. Like being on set, it's just like you get like a high.
Oh yeah, for
without
sure.
being a high, and also playing pickleball when you're playing tournaments and you're winning and you're just in a big tournament or situation, you also get kind of like a high as well, as you guys can probably relate as well. So
it sounds like the ideal world is going to be you on the weekends playing in tournaments, being the #1 player, and then during the week be filming everything while you're also going to be training, and obviously then having to memorize all your lines and everything like that on the weekends too. So
that would be the life.
You're now really committing to the grind, or at least in this fictional world I've created for you.
Yeah, it is a fictional world. Like in acting world, you do work Monday through Friday usually. They usually take the weekends off because it is a job for most people.
For sure.
I mean, sometimes they film on the weekends, but it's usually Monday through Friday, and then pickleball, it's most of the time on the weekend. So it would be Monday through Friday acting, Saturday, Sunday pickleball, and then repeat. That would be the life.
There you go.
I thought we were going to go for 5 to 10 years of pro pickleball fame and then catapult that into a career.
I mean, if I had
Yeah.
to choose one or other, I would do pickleball first, and then because acting you can do till like you die 90, 100. I mean, you see some guys out there still grinding.
Well, anything can happen now that you've been on the Southern Pickleball Podcast.
Yeah.
We did get, this is coming out on the day after Southern Pickleball got some pretty cool awards, MaryEmily.
That is true, yeah. So Southern Pickleball just got named one of the top duper clubs in the world. So here we go. We got some creds over here. We're getting some street cred.
That's awesome.
We were named the #1 duper club with the most players. That outbeat a lot of people internationally as well. #2 for the percent of ranked players, and then I believe #3 for total matches that have been logged in duper. So we are out here doing the thing and making people famous and making ourselves famous along the way too.
Yeah, it's really just thanks to places like Pickleball Kingdom, that we're at, and people like Moses that have been nice enough to let Southern Pickleball come in these facilities and trust in us with their brands and ours. So we appreciate that from you and all that. But tell us about how you got started in pickleball and everything.
Well, let's go back 20 plus years ago when I started playing tennis. That's pretty much how I started with the racket sports, I would say. Well, even further back before that, me and my parents and my mom used to play badminton in the backyard. Apparently, like my grandfather is some like national badminton championship in India. I don't know. I haven't looked it up.
Awesome.
Yeah, shout out to I don't know.
Eric Estrada, if you're listening.
Yeah,
Olympic badminton player.
Yeah, so I started badminton, did some of that, and then racquetball in those clubs back in the day, did some of that. But yeah, tennis I started playing when I was about 11 or 12. Actually, when I was in church, my Sunday school teacher actually was a tennis coach. So he used to take his sons out into like the parks and just like give them lessons. And one day we had like a church picnic, and I went. I was like, "Hey, can I jump in?" Blah 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 blah. And next thing you know, he was like my coach until I was 18. He used to pick me up after school every day. And I have a lot to shout out to Sam Kennedy at South Fulton Tennis Center. He's still like the guy there. I mean, he taught me everything I know, and without him, I wouldn't be sitting here right now. So he taught me everything I know. Picked me up from school. I was like his third son at the time, so he picked me up, and then we went to class. I mean, this is every day until I turned 18 and went to college. So.
And so this was tennis during that point. At what point did you pick up a pickleball paddle?
So I would say pickleball. So I was working at Agape Tennis Academy in Decatur, and we had to get certified for pickleball at the time, PPR certified, and this was 2018. So I've been PPR certified for a minute. So I would say around that time, 2017, 2018, when I picked up a paddle and just saw what it was. I mean, it wasn't back then. It wasn't super popular. There wasn't any dedicated indoor courts at the time. There was no pickleball kingdoms. There was no Atlanta pickleball centers. There was no Dill Dinkers. There's nothing here. There was only tennis courts. Put some lines out. Put some chalk. We didn't even have tape at the time. I mean, we still had to use like temporary tennis nets, like they use for like the kids. There wasn't temporary pickleball nets. So that was back in 2018. I wish I would have kept playing. I kind of like put my paddle down and kept playing tennis at the time because it just wasn't as popular. There wasn't as many tournaments. Southern Pickleball wasn't doing tournaments at the time, unfortunately. But eventually, you know, it got caught on fire, and here we are today.
Yeah. So you mentioned that you're a pickleball coach. I was doing my usual little doom scroll on social media, and I came across a video of a coach I think we're going to get Junior to pull up for us. Because I would love to hear everyone's take on it, because I thought it was a very little viral clip for a moment.
Okay.
Yeah, that one.
It's your own fault. Did you hear that? If you get hit when you're like, I can't believe she hit me with that. You popped it up and gave her favorite shot. She hit you. It's called pickleball. This thing doesn't hurt that much. Deal with it, get over it, and move on.
So yes, this was a little bit of a trending video for a while, and it really just made me laugh. But I would love to hear, I guess, y'all's take on it. Both of you guys as coaches. I already know yours. Because I will say I have my own tournament experience from me getting hit with a ball, and then I walk over, and then everyone's like, oh my gosh, like that. Are you good? And his response was, her hands weren't fast enough at the net. And I was like, well, can't really be mad about it because you're not wrong, but not what I was expecting. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think getting hit with a ball, getting body bagged, as I say, is a rite of passage. Everybody has to go through it from when you start playing pickleball until the pros. I mean, Ben Johns is still getting body bagged, if you could imagine that. So, I mean, yeah, I do agree. If you pop it up, you got to expect to get hit or have your paddle out there. You have to have quick hands, and we'll go through that, how to have quicker hands. So, I mean, sometimes you have to put your paddle out there when it's just like coming at your face, and sometimes you do get hit, which I'd rather get hit than get hit in the eye. So there's pros and cons of each. So
that's fair.
Well, I thought it was great. That was Cassandra Gerke. You know, we had Cassandra came and did a clinic for us over at Oregon Park a couple of years back, so it was pretty cool. And she came down to Oregon Park and did it. But I just think it's part of it. You know, I see that thing. You know, I think of the shirts that I see down in Biloxi when we're down there that Marlena Martis and her group has. It says pub. Paddles up something, I think. You know, so you know, you got to keep that paddle up. And I always tell my players when I'm coaching is that if you're not getting body bagged occasionally, I don't think you're up close enough to the line. You're giving up to it. You're backing up off the line too much is what I think. So I mean, the key is to get to that non-volley zone line and try to maintain that position. So if you're never getting hit by a ball that you've popped up or your partner, you've probably given up your positioning too soon. That's my thought. But I just thought it was nice. I saw that clip when you showed that, or we saw that, or however it came about, and I was like, yeah, this is just what people need to see. Because I also get tired of hearing people whine about when they do get hit.
No, that's so fair. I will say at this point, I take it like a champ anytime I get hit. And I get hit a lot because I'm popping the ball up way too much. And I will say, and I think we've had this debate at different points before, but I hate someone when they hit me and then they apologize unless they're hitting me in the face.
Yeah.
If they hit me in the face, I'm like, okay, I'll take that apology. If you body bag me, that's fine. It was my own fault. I didn't hit it back to you, and that's on me. But I'm like, don't apologize at this point. I'm like, now I just feel incompetent out here. So
That's kind of like they're saying, hey, I'm sorry your hands weren't quick enough.
yeah, it's like, I'm sorry you messed up. I'm like, well, I know I messed up because I got hit with the ball, and now I have a bruise to prove it. So that's what I'll add to that point.
How do we get those hands quicker?
I mean, you have to work at the net, at the non-volley zone, like you said. What I like to do is actually go into the non-volley zone and do volleys back and forth with your partner or whoever you're working with, and go fast right there, or even go on the wall if you don't have anybody and just volley back and forth really quick. And your hands will eventually get quicker. Like F1 racers, they have like drills that they do to get their eyesight, because they have to be on it right when the light turns green. You have to be on it, and going 200 miles per hour in the corners, you have to be ready. I mean, there's drills I used to do in tennis where you have to like drop the balls right here, and you have to go get which one, whatever, and then they have like the ball that has like different sides to it, and you have to like catch the ball. So there's different drills that you can do, but it's just like getting hit, I think is key, because then you know it's coming, and then you get less scared of the ball. Some people are too scared of getting hit, so they just stand back. But I mean, eventually you're going to get hit, but I think just getting immune to getting hit. And
well, I love that drop volley drill that you're talking about when both players move into the kitchen and volley, because then when you step back, it just feels like you have so much time. But, man, I had a crazy story. It was – it's been 3 years ago, whenever they had the PPA in the fall down at Peachtree City.
Okay.
They taped all those courts. That was when they had all the bathroom issues. I mean, kudos to the PPA. They've raised their game so much. That was back. But there was two guys standing over in the court, and they were standing about 3 feet off the net, and they're just volleying back and forth. And I hear this lady next to me go, look at those two guys over there. They don't even know that they're standing in the kitchen. They don't know that they can do that.
Yeah.
Well, you know who the two guys were? It was Ben and Colin. They were warming up doing, that's what. And the lady there didn't even know they were like, the top doubles team in the world, because that was how new pickleball. I mean, nobody even knew who the pro players were at the tournament.
Yeah.
But that was Ben and Colin doing that warm up, and getting told they didn't know
what a bunch of
pickleball
beginners,
rules.
right?
Yeah.
3-5's the best.
Oh yeah, don't even know how to play the game. Don't know where to stand. Crazy.
Pathetic. Yeah. Anyways.
So this made me. How do we find coaches?
That's a great question. How do I find coaches? Moses is looking at me because I've been meaning to book coaching lessons with him for the past 3 months. So
yeah,
this is like calling out. Like this is.
I'm getting some side eye right now.
It should be off the record, but yeah, you should be there. You should have been there earlier. You should be there tomorrow. But yeah, I mean, if you want to get a good coach, I would go to the center or pickleball facility around where you're at. You can check this online. You can check certifications like PPR. You can check coaches near you. No, Duper has a certification now that you can check Duper coaches near you. So I would check the facility that's near you that you're maybe a member of, or you just play out of, and see who's there. Check out their bio. Check out their coaching style. Go to different coaches. I mean, not just go to Pickleball Kingdom, but go to other places and see what fits your style, and then go from there.
Yes, that's what I always like to tell people too. Like when I do coach, and sometimes when I would, and I unfortunately don't get to be on the court as much now as I used to, but sometimes players would come back to me and go, well, let's just say Coach Joe over here told me something different than what you told me. And I just always tell them, I said, well, what I'd encourage you to do is ask Coach Joe why he said that, why he wanted to, and I'm going to give you the why I'm telling you to do X. If you think, a lot of times there's not even a conflict. It's just being explained two different ways, and it's the same goal. But I think that's, the coaches, I think the players just need to hear the different philosophies, and then at the end of the day, it's the player's game, and they have to figure out, but really ask that coach the next why. Now, if you have a coach that can't tell you the why, then you might be at the wrong lesson. Yeah. But a coach should be able to tell you the why. I think you're just being humble. I think, if you're anywhere near Pickleball Kingdom, South Cobb, I would get in the car and drive over. It'd be worth your while to book something with Moses. One thing I saw that y'all are doing is you're doing that third shot drop clinic on a regular basis too, and I just think that's something that everybody out there, could do. The other thing, and I was thinking, I probably need to come over there myself and take it from you, because I think the other thing that we find is that it seems like, the 2-5 and the 3-0 players take all the lessons, and that's great and that helps. But it's really the 4-0 and the 4-5 players that could actually take your lesson and actually implement it more or whatever, because so I would encourage them to come see you too. So
yeah, I mean, I have it's called 3 and Me, which is me and 3 other people, and I have that for every skill level: beginner, intermediate, advanced. So it doesn't matter if you just started playing pickleball or you're playing tournaments regularly. It's good to have somebody there telling you, breaking down each point, what you could do better and what went wrong and where you're standing is not correct, and getting in the right spot and what ball to hit in the right time. So it's good for me too, just to remind myself. I'm a player myself, just to remind myself where to go and how to hit the ball and where to hit it. So
yeah, no, that totally makes sense. Yeah, I think I was looking at a couple of those lessons, so we'll see if I make my way over there at some point soon. But tell us more about Pickleball Kingdom. I know that we were kind of there for part of last week, and we'll be there again next weekend as well, because we're having that first tournament, the Cobb County Polar Bear Classic there.
It turned out to really be the polar bear.
Yeah.
It really did.
Y'all took it really literal.
Yeah. So because of that, we did play singles, and then we had to cancel due to weather, for anyone out there that doesn't understand our references. So we're not cancel, I guess. We're rescheduling because you guys are awesome and did allow for us to use it again next weekend. So we're really looking forward to that. But we've been in there. You're there all the time. I've been over there a lot as well. What do you feel like sets your facility apart from all the other ones that are out here?
What sets our facility apart, I think, is our community. The people that come in there are from all walks of life, all creeds, sexes, religions, races. I think once you get on court, I think everybody kind of forgets what's going on in the world. It's kind of like a break from life that's crazy right now, and I just think everybody comes together, and I haven't seen one fight really. Everybody just comes together and just plays pickleball for the love of it. So I think once you walk into those doors, you should feel welcomed by our staff, by the people there. We have a great staff. We have great members, obviously. We love everybody, and we just want to see everybody get better and thrive, and just have a safe space for everybody. So I think just coming in there and having a good attitude just to play pickleball with anybody that walks in the door. We have 4 open play sessions a day, so there's something for everybody.
Yeah, that's awesome. I think that's one great thing about pickleball, is that it really can be a community for anyone. It doesn't really matter your background. We're all on the courts and we're able to play and have an awesome time, and then just kind of, keep on existing. And I think it brings together a lot of different people.
Yep.
And you guys do have truly an amazing staff. I know we talked about that a little bit earlier, but they're just awesome, super helpful. You and Chris over there are great, but then also you just have all of your front desk staff and everything like that. And we're really fortunate too. So
I think that's the old law of the lid, when you have people that are 10s at the top, then you have people under. So having you and Chris.
Are you calling me a 10?
Yeah, I'm a 10, man.
There you go.
That.
So and I was talking the other day about that. It's like if you seriously, that's the law of the lid that John Maxwell talks about in business, that if you hire 7 at the top, you can't get 8 or 9 or 10s to work for you. You're only wherever you stop. So I think and I know they took a lot of time selecting y'all and choosing you, but you and Chris, they really got top-notch people, and it shows even with the staff that y'all built out. I was just so super impressed. But the other thing, we're just not going to sit and prop you up the whole time,
Yeah, roast me.
But we'll figure. But the other thing that's cool, y'all got some movers and shakers in the community that are members over there. So Leanne Rykoff, Atlanta Bouncers GM, I see her in there all the time. The Bouncers are doing some events over there at your facility, but it's been a big week for Atlanta Bouncers Pickleball. And Leanne, I apologize. Before, I think I've said on this, or I think actually Corin said on this, I think Corin may have said that you were the worst GM in Atlanta sports. Was he the one that said that? Or did we not say that?
Well, I think you just said it now, so
but we're
I'm not
taking
really
it.
sure.
We're taking it all back because I mean she is coming on with a vengeance, and these trades she is making.
Yeah.
She is making a name. She's going to turn Atlanta Bouncers pickleball around.
Yeah, so those 2 big trades that we're talking about right now, we just received Caitlin Christian from the Texas Rangers in exchange for Victoria DiMuzio. I think I said her name right.
Mm-hmm.
And then Jay DeVilliers from Miami Pickleball Club for Eric Roddy. Get him out of here. We're glad he's gone.
Yeah, Roddy, we did not want your ass in Atlanta anyway. I mean, did you hear about him? He was trash talking 2 of our Atlanta favorites, Danny Myron and Samantha Buick.
Yeah.
On the court, we've had Samantha on this podcast. What was he thinking like?
I mean, I've seen his matches on TV, and I've actually never seen him act that way. So I don't know if like the people, their opponents, did something. But I mean, I think just like maybe they just got in their head. We're just that good, and Atlanta's on the scene. Here we go.
I think he thought it was just some gamesmanship in that match, and we need to have Samantha back on to hear her take on that. But and I guess it worked. I mean, he was down big and he started talking the trash, but he was actually distracting other courts and everything else. And I was just like, we would, actually, we still have a woman's spot on the team. So I mean, Samantha might be a good developmental spot on that Atlanta Bouncers team. Leanne, if you're
get someone local.
Let's keep it in the state.
Yeah, keep it. But I'm glad we got Roddy out of here. I'm not a fan of his.
I think Caitlin Christian and Jay DeVilliers are going to be really big for Atlanta for that as well.
Great players.
I think it's going to start forming a pretty strong team behind who we already have. So
the thing I love about Jay is, I mean, he's on the older side now, and I don't think he's going to be able to bring it every time. But him alongside Jame, I think he's going to have those times when he can turn it up a different level and pull off those upsets.
Oh,
sometime.
For sure.
I mean, he's French, so I mean, he can turn it up anytime he wants to. And I think partnering with Jame, I mean, I think they're going to be electrical out there. So I think they're gonna surprise some teams. I think just because their intensity is up there. So
yeah, and my understanding is the ladies are going to love Jay being here. So I know he's a big fan. So that will probably get some more fans out. I mean, even though we have home matches here, Jame, I guess that Paris Todd thing. Was he the one with Paris Todd? It wasn't him. It was. He was the one.
Yeah.
Hunter Johnson.
Well, now you got Paris Todd with someone totally different.
Yeah, so that's the Chris Humphries basketball thing now. I can't even keep up with all these kids and all these dating relationships.
TMZ, baby.
Yeah, really. I mean, you're turning into Southern Pickleball Podcast. It's turning into the TMZ for relationships if you really want to get into it. But here we are.
Well, I heard something like Paris Todd was thinking that she might like retire or something after this last tournament or something.
Singles, right? She was.
Well, is she retiring because of that, or is she retiring because she got herself in trouble with everyone else for playing somewhere else? That
she only got banned a couple of tournaments.
Yeah, I think she's back. Oh yeah, she's.
No, she's back. But
was it just singles? She said.
I think she was taking a break from singles. She said, but I mean, after this win, she was like, I was rethinking it. So
Leia took a break too. They're all going to come back for the money. So
they'll come back when it's senior pros. They can dominate then.
Same.
Yeah. But seriously, I mean, so back to the bouncers real quick. Again, shout out to Leanne. She probably needs to get like the early candidate for GM of the year in the league.
She's so hardworking.
Yeah.
She's in the scene everywhere.
So that and at the same time, I mean, what happened to the Nashville Chefs?
That's what I was saying. What happened to that one?
I mean, they got overcooked.
So are they no longer?
I mean,
Did the kitchen take over a team and it's no longer here?
Casually dismantle it? Ooh.
Yeah, there's probably a lot of stuff that I obviously don't know. A lot of politics behind the scenes. Money could be involved. Who knows?
Yeah, I'm sure
The
always
kitchen's good at a lot of things, but maybe they should keep that one for.
I mean,
for
they had
someone
a
else.
team growing, so I don't know like what happened. If it was just like management or ownership issues. Who knows?
Yeah, I'd like to get the inside story on that, but I'm sure that will be buried.
I mean, I was
deep.
rooting for them, so
Yep.
they were a local-ish team. And
Yeah.
I'm always rooting for pickleball.
Well, the kitchen's great for pickleball. So, I mean, we've worked with the Kitchen Open before and all that, but I was just curious. I mean, we can't be a Southern Pickleball Podcast and not reference the fact that we lost somehow or another. We lost a team in Nashville somehow. So,
You said, here they are,
that
and
just
then
disappeared. And somehow or another, they have enough social media savvy that nobody's talking about the fact that they disappeared. It's like it could be a
Bermuda Triangle.
Yeah.
Happened.
But I mean, back to the bouncers team. I mean, you got to think with Caitlin Christian and Jame, if we can just split 2-2 and get to that dream breaker.
Oh my God, they would.
I mean, we're looking pretty good in the singles for that stuff
with Jame and
sure.
Jay.
Yeah.
Well, and Caitlin Christian, too.
Oh yeah, on the
She's
guy's side.
dominating
on the women's side. Caitlin Christian would dominate.
Yeah. So I like it. I like our chances. Leanne, offer's still good for you to come on the podcast.
Yeah.
Last time I asked, you said something about legal or whatever. I don't understand that. I don't understand how legal won't let
legal schmiegel.
Yeah, I mean, every other pro sports team out there, their GM can.
We promise we won't make you say political stuff with us. We just want you on here. Maybe I can't guarantee.
So
that.
and if Leanne can't come on, man, there's another big name you got playing over there at the Kingdom just about every night.
Yeah, I think you're talking about Mr. Cam Newton.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's been he came one day a couple of weeks or probably a couple months ago, and he's been coming back ever since. So I mean, we love to have him there. He's such a cool guy, so chill and relaxed on while he's playing pickleball. I mean, everywhere else he's intense, but I mean he's definitely growing on the pickleball court. You can tell he's obsessed. Him and his brother Kalen are coming all the time, so we love to have him there. So they're great.
Yeah, he is one big athletic dude.
He is a unit out there. I mean, you think he's big, but like when he's walking around, it's just like he was probably so like scary looking while he was coming at you while playing football, and he was a quarterback, so it's not like he's running at you. So I can only imagine.
I was on the court and he walked past, and I was like, I don't know how he ever got stopped at 4th and 1.
I
mean, he was the original tush push guy. I mean, he is he's just such a big guy. But also, I hear he's got an incredible studio, and we love our digs here, but we'll take Junior with us over. If Cam wants us to come record the Southern Pickleball Podcast at his studio, or if he wants to come over here and be in studio with us here, I mean, those are all options. Or like you talked about, maybe we just need to start doing it right from the community room at we
would love to have you guys
record from the community room at Pickleball Kingdom.
You're just plugging that because it's 10 minutes from your house.
I mean,
I love the fact it's 10 minutes from my house. And plus, I mean, Cam Newton's in there playing every night, so he might just accidentally.
Yeah, he might drop by. You never know.
All over there. So, are we going to talk about that paddle thing too?
Man, we want to bring it up. I feel like everyone's been talking about it, but I guess it's time for us to talk about it too. Yeah, well, have you seen it? Julian Arnold's out here throwing his paddle.
Oof.
Junior, can you pull up that clip for us? I think we need to share with the class, if you will. So here you have the point, and then it's just right there, and it bounces into the stands.
Immediate regret.
And that girl got up and ran out of there.
Yeah, she got up quick. I don't know who she was. Maybe she had to go to the bathroom, and that was like a good time.
Or maybe she said, I just saw a paddle come at me, and I don't think I want to sit here anymore.
Yeah.
She's like, let me get out there and call my lawyer real quick.
Oof, yeah.
So I think you know more about kind of the rest of the story behind this. So why don't you fill
Well,
us all in?
I think what was interesting about it was, so when that happened, Tyler Loon, who was on the other side playing him with Brandon French, he immediately went to the referee and said, hey, he just threw his paddle in the stands. That's against our code of conduct or whatever. He should be disqualified. And the referee would not disqualify him. He said, we'll deal with it after the match. And Tyler supposedly asked over and over, hey, I don't want to get the head referee to the court right now. That never happened. So they played the match. Julian Arnold won with his partner. I think he was I can't remember who he's playing with.
Martin Emmerich?
Yeah, he was. Yeah, Martin Emmerich. So they win the match. Then after the match, they review it, and then at that point they disqualify Julian Arnold. And so then he gets disqualified and doesn't and at that point Tyler and Brandon don't get to advance to the next round because they had lost the match.
Yeah.
So how would you have handled that, Moses, if that happened in
if I was a ref?
Well, yeah.
I mean, if I was a ref, obviously I would definitely DQ him immediately. Just like, let's go back to...
Or go get the head ref,
Yeah, go get somebody that can make a decision right then and there, because after it kind of muddies the waters, and like you said, they both got DQ'd. Somebody lost, so they both couldn't play, and that kind of just messes up the draw, messes up the viewing for the next people that want to go watch that match. So I think they should have made a decision right on court, just to have an example for pickleball in general. Like, this is not okay. Like, you shouldn't do this, and there will be consequences immediately.
Are we even talking about Julian Arnold if he doesn't throw his paddle?
I mean,
No.
usually he just says his
Adiamo.
Yeah, that's usually his thing, which is fine. But usually, like, the paddles. I mean, I believe he's a cool guy off the court. I mean, things happen in the heat of the battle, and everybody wants to throw their paddle eventually. I mean, obviously most people don't, but sometimes you just don't think, and some things happen.
I think that it just speaks though to like also what people see in the courts and like how it gets replicated, right? Because if you see people that are pro players and are doing this, we've talked about it from a junior standpoint, but not even just from the junior standpoint, from an anyone standpoint. If you see people letting out like that kind of like level of frustration on the courts, it's going to be mimicked. It's going to be something that, carries over to the rest of it. And I don't think that that's necessarily something that you want to see in our community like that. But I also, I mean, I don't know what I was going to say with that one, so I'll just leave it be for there.
Well, I know when I was over at Dill Dinkers, they have at Dill Dinkers, and I don't know what y'all's policy is, but they say they have a zero tolerance, policy for any sort of violence or any of that, and they consider paddle throwing. So if somebody throws their paddle, that just means, hey, you're out. You're out.
Yeah.
And we had an incident at one of our tournaments in Macon last year where a player got mad, threw the paddle from one side. I honestly think, you never know. You can't go back and say what was, in somebody's head, but it honestly looked like they were mad and tried to throw it into the net. But unfortunately, it went over the net and went near a player on the other side, which I think probably in that clip we saw with Julian is he's probably was just going to slam it. He did not intend for it to go up into the stands. But I think we're responsible for that. Yeah. Once we decide to let that paddle leave our hand, I think we're responsible for where it ends up, whether it's to another person or to a wall at Pickleball Kingdom or what. I mean, whatever,
Well, but even just the responsibility of it. I mean, also, I think it's a responsibility for you to hold a level of composure to yourself to not necessarily let that paddle leave your hand like that. That's just my thought. Get heated, get mad, get angry, whatever, but don't take it to that next level. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure he regrets it. I'm sure he did an apology after, but I mean, we're all human, I guess, but at the end of the day, you are a professional. You're set to a standard for kids to watch you and other people to watch you, and you have to abide by those rules.
He is. I mean, the backstory on that's going to be interesting to see is Julian is one of those pros that's on one of those early big PPA contracts. So I wonder if they'll come down heavy with the termination or the fine or whatever, sort of like what we saw with, Ignatowicz and that group or whatever. Is it a chance to cut some payroll?
Maybe.
I mean, I think he's still doing well enough to stay on tour for right now. So I think a fine is due for that. So we'll see what happens.
Sounds like Moses is a Julian Arnold fan.
I mean,
sounds like it.
I'm a fan of pickleball.
I think it might just be. We'll see how many people he pissed off that are on the other side of it.
Well, what should be if we made you ref for the day, we made you PPA commissioner for the day.
Oh, that's dangerous.
Who I don't even know who that is. We should.
He might have been on Jared's list.
He might have made that top 50 list.
50.
Hey, next week we had the true most important pickle man and pickleball on our podcast.
That is true.
But you're commissioner for the day. What would be you saw the clip?
Yep.
He's already got kicked out of that tournament. Is there a fine? Is there a further suspension? What do you do?
Yeah, I mean, I would definitely fine him. So it should be a set fine for unsportsmanlike conduct. I mean, different tiers like cussing, things like that. And then obviously this is more physical, paddle throwing, things like that. And then obviously fights. I think once you get to that point, there is like a termination that should happen. But I think paddle throwing, obviously, it's still bad. I think you definitely need to be fined, just so there's a standard that's out there. Maybe suspend a tournament or two, however they feel, just so
You're the commissioner. You get to decide. What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm fining him.
Fining him 2 tournaments, 1 tournament?
I'm fining him like a general amount, and then I might suspend him for about 2 tournaments so he can take a little vacation, cool off a little bit. He's Italian, so he might need 2 tournaments.
There you go. Have a little reflection
What are you
moment.
doing, MaryEmily?
Definitely given a fine. Probably doing a tournament suspension as well. I don't know. I mean, I think it's just always so interesting because what really is impacting people, right? Like what's actually going to make you do something different. I remember I was watching something, I can't remember, it was one of the NFL players, but he was like, I took a $15,000 fine and I'd do it again.
Yeah.
For the same thing. So it's like, I mean, at what point is it just like, okay.
Yeah, some of them make their uniform violations and write whatever.
Yeah.
No, they're going to get fined every week. I'm going to get fined $15,000 for writing my dad's name on the shoe or whatever. But
yeah. So, I mean, that's, I think, where I'm like, what would actually be something that's actually of significance where you're not just taking it and being like, okay, well, I'm making enough money that it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Because also the same could be said for what's the difference between what Julian Arnold's making on his contract versus a Ben Johns or versus whatever. You can say that for the same for any sport. So I don't necessarily know if it's a one size fits all.
Yeah.
Kudos to Julian. He did really good on his contract starting out. But I personally, I've just been trying to see what y'all thought.
Yeah.
I really didn't think it was all that bad when all was said and done. I mean, he was trying to throw it in the ground. It took a bad bounce.
Yeah.
Didn't hit anybody. No harm, no foul.
Yeah.
I don't even know if he should have been DQ'd from the tournament. I think if it wouldn't have been Julian Arnold, he probably is not DQ'd from the tournament.
Yeah.
I mean, if it would have been Tyler Loong that would have thrown that same paddle, I think Tyler would still be playing. You know, he's in tight with all the Utah boys and everything. So I think it was just a Julian thing that happened. So I didn't think it was that big a deal, but I think it's cool that we get to talk about it.
Oh yeah, for sure. You can definitely tell that the PPA has their favorites, so you can see that in a lot of different ways. No, we've insinuated that with the Paris Todd and Ignatowicz moment that happened all out there, but I mean,
you got to protect your brand. I don't buy. I mean,
favorites
I
make
love
money, right?
Yeah, there you go.
I love it. I mean, they shouldn't be all treated equal because they're not all equal. They're not all equal building the game. You know.
That is true. I mean, there is truth behind that.
Yeah.
And that's, I think, where it comes down to it, too. I mean, just got to figure out.
It's a business.
Yeah. Figure out where in the business everything falls and where those key players are.
Yeah. So, you better have your lighting right. If Ben's going to come play at Pickleball Kingdom, the lighting better be good.
We'll get our lumen tested, right?
Yeah.
So, don't worry. Come through, Ben.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we're going to wrap up with a segment that we all really enjoy. It's called On Top of the Podium, presented by Head Pickleball. So thank you, Head, for being an awesome supporter of us. Basically, we're going to give you a topic.
Okay.
And then we're going to go with what you would rank bronze, silver, gold, like you're putting those items up on top of the podium.
Gotcha.
Okay. So, because we have the actor sitting over here, we decided to go with top 3 movies.
Oh, okay.
So, we'll have you started off, Mark. Tell us what your top 3 movies are.
This is so hard for me because I don't really watch a lot of movies. I like TV shows and series or whatever, but so I had to sort of dig deep in my history. I can't even remember the last time I've been in a movie theater. I probably haven't been in a movie theater since pre-COVID.
Oh, wow.
So,
Yeah, I think we probably saw a movie together last time during
movie
COVID
was
or
it?
something. I don't know.
Is that when I fell asleep during Pitch Perfect?
Probably.
Pitch Perfect. Oh, man. Classic.
Yeah.
I like that movie. That movie, but it didn't make my list. So number 3, I went with Shawshank Redemption.
Okay.
That was one of my favorites. So different number, and we'll do mine quick because nobody wants to hear mine. Mine are going to be old school. Number 2, have y'all seen The Pursuit of Happiness?
Oh,
Will
yeah.
Smith?
Great
That's
movie.
a good one.
Great
Very
movie.
inspirational, like that. And then number 1 was just back from my younger time, I know Chevy Chase isn't the most popular dude in the world anymore right now, but Fletch. That was just
Fletch. I'm not sure if I've seen that.
I've never even heard of that movie, so now I'm going to be intrigued. Guess I know what I'm watching
Fletch. Yeah, it's a classic.
Okay, interesting. Okay, well, my top 3, so I have bronze for Midsummer, A24
Ooh.
movie.
Good movie.
Pretty solid, pretty trippy, I'm not going to lie. But it got me into watching a little bit more of like that thriller world. And then I'm going to go like completely and switch everything up. So my silver, I'm going to go for Inside Out.
Okay.
I love a good little animated movie.
That was
and
a
I
great
like
one.
that one. It was solid. And then number 1, I'm a big Marvel fan. So got to say, Thanos reference earlier. Stuck with it.
Okay.
I'm going to say Guardians of the Galaxy. pretty solid.
The first one?
The first
Okay.
one, not
The OG?
yeah, not anything past that. Ever. No.
Okay.
Watched the third one once, not gonna watch it again. So, Moses, how about you tell us what your top 3 movies are?
So my top 3, I mean, I'm a movie buff. I love movies. I watch a movie like almost every night. So there's a huge list, but just off the top of my head, we'll say, I don't know if they're favorites, but we'll say favorites right now. We'll say Bronze, don't make fun of me, Twilight. It's just the mood that it puts you in when you watch it. The soundtrack, if you've never heard of it, it's very good. So you need to listen to the soundtrack.
The music can definitely make or break a movie. That
does.
score definitely can do a lot. So I respect it.
So, and then recently I just went to like a Twilight screening of the original at the Terror Theater. It was packed. It was amazing though. It was great. I loved it. So, okay, that was Bronze. Silver, I'm going to go with Into the Wild. Switch it up a little bit. So
Okay.
It's a great movie. It's based in Atlanta. Great story. I mean, if you haven't seen it, please watch it. Read the book. I mean, it's sad, but it's a great movie. And then number 1, going gold, undefeated, Lord of the Rings, always, the whole series. If you haven't watched it, watch the director's cut, the extended edition. Watch all 10 hours for one movie.
10 hours?
I mean, the director's cut is probably
It's
like
grossly long for sure. I've actually never watched Lord of the Rings.
wow. After
Yeah.
this, you need to leave and go watch it immediately.
I don't think I have 10 hours in my schedule to go
Well,
watch that right now.
It's
How am I
worth
supposed
it.
to be watching that if I'm supposed to be at pickleball lessons with you?
We'll make an exception. So don't worry. But yeah, that's my gold.
Okay.
Nice.
Interesting. Awesome. Well, Moses, we thank you so much for having us, or for joining us.
Of course.
We had you on the episode. But also thank you for having us actually at your facility. We're really glad that we have been able to be over there, both as players, as tournament operators. It's a great place. So anyone that's in the area, definitely encourage them to check it out. And thank you for tuning into the Southern Pickleball Podcast for everyone that's here. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Do all of the things. And we will see you next time with the most influential man in pickleball.
Not me.